Hi, welcome. Welcome to my channel of witchy rituals and stories. My name is Amanda, and I'm going to be your witch of the day. So, history, a little bit about me. I have been a witch a very long time. I would say probably starting as a kid, because I have always loved the moon, the cosmos, the stars. Everything seemed to draw me in as a little kid. Maybe it's because my last name was Moon, or maybe it's because there was just a bit of a witch in me that was starting to blossom at the time. And I would say growing up, everything like that just fascinated me, and it was fun. It was riveting at times growing up, and I didn't really get fully into it until I was in my teenager years, so like 13, 14, 15. I wasn't your typical goth emo, but back then I was very quiet. I was the loner. I didn't have a lot of friends because of the fact that I'm actually hard of hearing. And my situation back then was very, very difficult. So that's the type of thing that I turn to for solace, for comfort. And everything about it just attracted me. I did a huge report on the Salem witch trials back then. I think it was middle school. And I did really good on it because, like I said, I was fascinated in it. It was just something that I loved. And I just feel there's a possibility somewhere in my history that I actually have family that were one. A witch, a warlock, whatever you want to call it. So, up until now, I have been practicing much, much, much more than back then. But that was a little bit about me. So, as for what I do and what I use. Now, typically, for a witch, most people would say that you need this, 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 you need that, that, just to do something. No, you fucking don't. The reason why is because intuition and manifestation is all you really need for the most part. Using your head, using your heart, using your body and your soul in order to do what you want, to create the magic that you want. And it's not something that's required, but you know what? Get all the other stuff you want. Do what you want. It's taken me years to get what I wanted, to get what I needed, to accumulate the things that I have in order to do those little rituals, those little spells, those little things that I might need when I'm getting into something. And it can be just simply candles. It can be just simply incense. It can just simply be a couple of stones and crystals. It doesn't have to be 1,000,001 things to get started. But here's the thing about that. Let's see here. I do know that a lot of you people are baby witches, so you want to call it that, newbies, someone who's new to it. Here's the thing. Everyone is going to tell you something different. And that's okay. Because each and every one of us are going to learn a different way. Each and every one of us are going to use what we need in whatever aspect of our life to how we want it. But there isn't going to be an overnight thing and where you go, yep, I'm a witch. No. It's something that takes time. It's something that you need to research, that you need to know everything about it, or at least most of about it, because it's just not something that you can learn quickly, because there's a lot of aspects that come with it, a lot of different things that you should probably know and appropriate in your practice. And when it comes to witchcraft, it's all or nothing for the most part. It needs to be all of you or nothing. Your devotion to the craft is the biggest thing. Sure, you can do it every now and then. You can do it on certain holidays, certain instances, whatever you want. But it's not something you can do right off the bat, because of the fact you need to make sure that you're doing your shadow work. You need to make sure that your inner demons are on the same level or put aside, because your shadow work, all of that is literally going to be the biggest thing, the biggest obstacle in order to do witchcraft, the practice, whatever. Because of the fact those shadows, those traumas, the things that have bothered you as a child or recently, however it may be, whatever the situation may be, it's not something you can just push to the side and say, I don't need to do that. No. You need to be all in, and you need to know exactly what you're walking into, because that shadow work will come back and bite you in the ass, and it's not going to be fun. Things will not work the way you want it. Things will not go in the direction you want it to go, because of the fact that you are still not fully into it. And that is something that you have to do first. So all of you baby witches and all of you newbies, just make sure that you are doing your shadow work, your past traumas, anything that will corrupt the things that you are trying to do, the things that you want to be. They will destroy that. They will make it hard for you to do anything. You will need to meditate on it, which meditation is a big part of being a witch, witchcraft, and so on and so forth. And that is something you absolutely should be processing first, because I can tell you, I've seen lots and lots of other people out there, lots of other witches, brujas, however you say it. I'm not very good at saying certain words, so please, I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Warlocks, and so on and so forth. It has taken them years to get where they are, and it has taken lots of time to process their shadows, the shadow work, the traumas, everything. So, as for some of them, they are born into it. Their family have taught them that's just something they are. And then for some, it is something they realized they are, but took the time to work. You have to put in the work first. So, what I am going to do is I am going to be posting 3 days a week. So we've got Mondays, which will be Monday Magic. So we will do magical rituals and so on and so forth, or spells. But this is just something that, this is general work. It's not something out of a random book. It is something that I have learned works for me. I cannot guarantee that it will work for you, but it is something you can put into consideration if you have done your work. Then it should give you some benefit. Now, Tuesdays will be Tea Tuesdays. Artemis is enjoying being everywhere right now. Can you say hi, Artemis? You're such a pretty boy, aren't you? So, Tea Tuesdays are where I make teas. I will go over plants. I will go over types of good and bad plants that you can use. I will go over tea-related issues, such as where tea came from, what it's used for, and how you can use it to your benefit. And then Thursdays will be story days. So those will be the days where I will go over stories of history. So the history of witchcraft, the history of Chinese medicine, the history of Ayurvedic remedies, the history of Norse Vikings, stuff like that. It'll be random. It may not have any benefit to you. It may not have any benefit to me, but it'll be just story time. And these will, 99%, if I got my research right, should be accurate. And please, for those of you who are trained in those arts and whatsoever, if I am wrong, please come on, talk to me, and I will correct whatever I have said wrong. So, because there's a potential of misinformation, misideology on certain things, and if my research didn't pan out correctly, please come talk to me, and I will make sure that I correct that, because I don't want to be rude or spreading misinformation about whatever it is that you may know more of. So that's how it's going to be. This is going to be interesting, to be honest. I'm just me. I'm a normal person like everyone else. This is not something that I'm doing because I want to educate people. It's not just that. It's something that I enjoy. I enjoy doing teas. I love teas. Mind you, I drink it. I make them. Stories are history. I love to read. So I'm always interested in Greek mythology and all of that. And I enjoy it very much. So it's just stuff that I enjoy. And I wanted to be able to share it with you. So, as I said before, anything I say or do in my videos may work and benefit me and may not do the same for you, which is required on your part to make sure that you are doing what you feel will work for you and benefit for you. So, just so you know that, please don't think that everything that I say is going to be something that, yes, it's going to work for me. I know it. Because again, like I said, if you haven't done your work, you're not fully in it. You don't deserve the title of what you call yourself. Just remember that. I'm not trying to be rude. I am not trying to cut you down or criticize anything. But you have to know it comes as an all, not part. Well, y'all have either a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And have a great day. Bye.